Hello, greetings. I am Mark Sawyer, the director and writer and producer of this film you're seeing is called The Subjective State of Being. I made it in 1993. It took about 2 years to make it altogether, partly because of the financing uh, aspect of it. I had problems getting the money, and I received a grant from SWAMP, stands for the Southwest Alternate Media Project. And I couldn't get it for technical reasons. This shot right here, I thought would wow people because I thought it was the best shot in the movie. I had a board extended from a wheelchair and the camera mounted on the board, and it went over Jay's bed. Uh, the whole thing about the opening title where it says, "I wish not to discredit anyone from you seeing, discredit anyone from seeing a psychiatrist." This seems to be on the surface a anti-psychiatrist film, and I didn't mean it that way, but there were certain truths that I found in psychiatry that I put in this film. Uh, I'll reveal that later. Um, this was a hard shot to get. I was in a closet at the top of the closet, filming down towards Jay. Uh, this was a hard shot to get. Uh, okay, so Jay's character has a problem and he didn't know what it is, so he goes to a psychiatrist, a general psychiatry. I thought that was kind of funny. The sound of that clock was taken from an actual clock from an actual session with the psychologist. That clock was in his office and it made a loud noise. And I took that, sampled that sound, and I repeated it to make the clock, I altered it a bit to make a weird sound of a clock ticking. Um, I found that very intimidating, uh, that clock ticking when when I saw the psychiatrist, and I'm glad I was able to utilize what I had recorded into a film, because that means part of my life has gone into this film. A lot of my life I put into this film. I was really, really excited. I thought I had a fresh idea. The problem was I was caught up with too much exposition on the first half of the film. There's certain points, certain facts I needed to get through to set up what's going to happen later on. And what I know now, I could write that with no problem at all. But I didn't know that back then. I was learning as I was doing this. I'm still learning. I'm always learning. And this figure that Jay draws is really he's tracing it. Can't tell, but he's tracing the drawing. Uh, so Jay has an MMPI to take home and fill out the true or false statements. I like these exterior shots. They really turned out very well. And this shot really looked well too. I I was very satisfied with the lighting. Looks kind of uh, dim and dismal. Kind of the shadow. Okay, here's the shot right here. Here's a shot of me going over to him with the board. So Jay's got a problem. And the problem is a phenomenon called sleep paralysis, and it's a real condition. I've had it all. I've had it since I was 14. It is scary as hell. When you wake up out of sleep, you can't move, but your mind is awake, and you're all for all intensive purposes, you're paralyzed. You can't move, and a lot of people, some cultures characterize it as demons on their chest. There's a painting of a demon on a woman's chest, which is taken from uh, sleep paralysis before it had the name sleep paralysis. And here we have the issue of the doctor telling Jay's character that he's disabled, and he believes it, and then that just ruins his life. And I've had experience in that area. I've been told many detrimental things about my mind, my mental health. Uh, Originally, this was going to be called Media is King, and it was just Jay watching too much CNN, and he goes down the street and he goes to the Civic Center and he starts to preach like a preacher about the media and about how he hates it and how it's bad for you and all this stuff. That's where this slowly grew from. Again, back to more exposition. He's filling out the MMPI form or whatever I don't know what you call it, but whatever it is, it's a form. It's a